Hello and welcome back to our corporate business card help video. In this video we'll see how to edit text and colors in Adobe InDesign. So after we open our InDesign file, let's open this page one. Update links. Okay, now we have our template open. If you go to the layers panel, the first two layers you're going to see here are the print info and the info box. These two layers are created for you, so you get the basic information about the business card. You'll know the areas in which you can work with. It's mostly technical information. You can either delete those two layers if you don't need them. They don't need to be constantly turned on and presented. Okay, these are just for your information. Now, before we start editing, let me just go to View, Extras, Hide Frame Edges, so we don't get those little frames around. Okay, first thing we're going to do is update our QR code, because of course the QR code that we're using here is the dummy one. So select the code from the links, right click on it, go to relink, and let me just select the QR code we created in the intro, and voila, we have our QR code linked. Now if you make any modifications on this QR code in Photoshop, from now on, after you have relinked it, and of course you need to save it, it will automatically update here, so you don't have to do this every time. Okay, now we have that settled. Let's start with the colors. Of course, you can edit the colors by selecting individual elements, clicking on them, either changing through the gradients here, or you can just type in your own information, your own values. Let's make something red. So we can do that, or we can use a much simpler method, and that's using just the color from the color swatches. If you don't see the color swatches, you go to Window, Color, and then Swatches, and it's gonna open up. Now we see the colors. These are the three colors that are being used in this template. So let's start with this one. Double click on it, make sure preview button is checked, and as you can see, if I type in the red color, it's automatically going to change. Let me maybe make it orange so we can see a little bit better, and voila, this first color has been changed throughout the entire design. So editing the colors, super easy. Just double click on the color swatch you want to change your values, and you're done. This is the best and the fastest way to edit the colors in this template. Okay, now before we move on to editing the text, let me just show you one thing. So when you select the text frame, for instance here, and let's say we just want to make the company name different color. If I just select the color, it's going to color the frame, not the text itself. So in order to do that, of course you can double click on it, select all the text, but the easier way to do it, if let's say we want to make multiple changes at once, select the text frames, and right beneath the fill and stroke colors here, you have this little T. Select that, and now your font is active, so you can just change the colors. That's the simplest way to do it. Now, when it comes to editing the font properties, we're going to need to open up the character panel. If you don't see the character panel, go to Window, type in Tables, and then Character. Here, you edit the font properties. So we can edit the font family, style, size, leading, kerning, and everything else. Okay, this is where you change the properties of your font. Now, to edit the text, we can either double click on the text panel and simply type in our own text, or select the T from on the keyboard or the type tool and then basically do the same. Once you hover over the text, you can edit. Just select everything, type in your own text, and here we go. We have everything set up. Now, before I finish this tutorial, I just want to mention, for those of you who are comfortable working with paragraph styles, there are paragraph styles for, of course, this business card created. If you're not familiar with paragraph styles, I would strongly suggest you check out the tutorials about them, because if you're planning to work in InDesign, these are one of those things that you're going to need to speed up your work, and it's going to be really efficient. Okay, that was it for this video. In the next video, we'll see how to edit the template in Adobe Photoshop. See you!